Okay, so we're in the finished space for this Corona, California kitchen model. We want the white cabinets for the perimeter cabinets, also for the island cabinets. We use a white Carrara look quartz countertop. And as you can see, we use a square edge profile. We added some pendant lights here in the middle of the island. And actually we cantilevered out the island countertop on two sides. It ends at CD6. On the back wall here, we ended up doing a tile splash all the way to the wall. If you're doing a remodel, you want to make sure that, especially if you're going to tile above it, you want to think about having enough gap here so that you can make it look like a brick pad. As you can see, we kind of cut it differently here. That's important so that it feels like it's continuous going all the way to the ceiling. Another thing I like to point out is the exhaust vent that we did over here. We had to build the soffit above the cabinets. We needed the soffit for the hood on the range. This actually is where the exhaust is vented out to the back of the house, or to the side of the house. We built the soffit out of cabinetry, and then we, trimmed it the same way you would a wood soffit on, on a normal cabinet. So you have the crown at the top, which really makes it look really finished off. Something that I really like about the soffit is angles. Depth changes on the soffits, especially if you have crown molding at the top of the space. As you can see, the crown molding and this wood soffit looks really nice when you have those depth changes. For the sink, we went with an apron front sink. This is a Kohler porcelain over cast iron sink, and the apron front, it gives it a really cool look. This one is a little more eclectic, so we went with the chrome in a little more modern style. This is a Moen sink faucet, and what I like about the sink faucet is that it has a little hidden sprayer here, which is really nice. So kind of tucks in there, which is really cool. And then it just comes out, and it does have a spray option. It has a button for the different spray pattern. For the range area, we're with a 30-inch range and a 30-inch hood. And you can see we left a little gap here in between the cabinetry and the hood. It helps the tile feel continuous all the way up without there being, a little stop in it and then starting again behind the hood. Something else which is cool about this design is we used a wood soffit to hide the exhaust. For the corner of this space, we used two cabinets here on each side, and then we have an angled cabinet here. And inside the angled cabinet is a lazy Susan. So what's nice about these shelves are adjustable. We also accented this door by putting a frosted glass, this is the etched glass, on top of this. We'll route it out for glass and then use etched glass, which actually matches the pantry glass door. So what we did with this pantry door is we did an etched glass. We did it to match the etched glass in the corner cabinet there as well. So it kind of gives it a real nice feel where they feel like they're connected, the spaces are connected. And then just put a new door in here and then change the hardware too, which for this project, we actually changed all the downstairs doors and hardware. Okay, so another cool feature, if you're designing your kitchen, is under cabinet lighting. Voila! Under cabinet lighting is a really nice touch to add, and especially now that they have ultra low voltage under cabinet lighting. This is LED tape lighting. You can leave it on all night, and it draws almost no power. It gives the space ambiance. If you just leave the under cabinet lights on, you can turn off all the other lights in the kitchen space, especially in this case, like we're connected to the family. Another cool feature to consider putting in your kitchen design are some extra bells and whistles like cookie sheet cabinets. So this is basically an open cabinet, and then we have some shelves, divider shelves in here that are vertical, that run vertical. So you can put all your different pans, your cookie sheets, baking sheets, things like that. For the corner cabinet, again, you never like to use a dead corner cabinet. I like Lazy Susans, and this is a wood shelf Lazy Susan. It does have a pole, but the shelf is made out of wood. It does carry a lot of weight. You can see we have a lot of glassware on here. It's a really great use for the dead corner space. For the island, we like to use as many big banks of drawers as we can, because we just feel like banks of drawers are the most usable, functional space. They look fantastic as well. This one we have trimmed out with 2 handles on each drawer. Most of the time that's just so you get in the habit of pulling it out straight. These are Bloom, and Bloom makes some of the best hinges and guides in the world. But it's nice also to just get used to opening them up straight out, instead of pulling them from side to side. Another cool function about these drawers, which is nice, is that the drawers are full extension. They hold a lot of weight. What's nice about the full extension is you can reach to the back of the drawer, and then of course soft close. As you can see, there's pots and pans in there. This one has trays and baking sheets. They can hold a lot of stuff. You can actually put bowls and plates if you need the space. Especially if you don't have a lot of upper cabinet space, you can get a lot of functionality out of base cabinet drawers. So right next to the kitchen space, we have a fireplace, and we built this entertainment center. These are both custom pieces. So this we framed out so that we could wrap the stone back to it. For the entertainment center, we have a semi-deep cabin on top that we have some LED lighting in. That's on a dimmer. We built this box only to be 8 inches deep so that the TV is more flush. And this TV is actually mounted on the wall, so you can pull this out and turn it every which way. And then we did some custom shelving here. 1 for the sound bar and then 1 for the equipment. And then these cabinets here are deeper. So here's another angle of the fireplace showing the depth part of it. So again, something that's really important if you're going to use a stacked stone or some kind of a ledger stone. This is actually real slate. Frame it out and then have it wrapped with tiles, what I would recommend. We kept the insert the same and then added some new baseboard around the flooring. These corners are really cool. They have rounded corners versus the mitered corner. So for the floor, this is a 6 by 36 porcelain tile. It is a commercially rated porcelain tile. And then of course, we grouted it with non-cementatious grout. This is an acrylic-based grout, so you never have to seal it. It's gonna hold up really well over time. What I really like about this floor is that it's got kind of warm tones to it, which then kind of grounds the space, allows us to do the white cabinets and the cool tones on the walls. For the powder room, we just did a quick changing of some stuff here. We got a smaller pedestal sink. This pedestal sink originally touched the wall, and then a lighted mirror that the client found, which is amazing. So you can turn it off or turn it on. It's a really cool touch. Again, something that you can leave on at night. It's kind of a night light. Thank you for joining me on this tour of our latest kitchen, fireplace, and entertainment center remodel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.